Hi class, Mr. Groves here, and I'm in downtown Apex, North Carolina. And right next to me is a 9/11 monument, which features a piece of one of the Twin Towers that fell on that fateful day. Now, September 11th, 2001 is considered one of the most unforgettable events in American history.
Until the year 2001, September 11th was just another day on the calendar. New York City was buzzing like always, but then something unexpected happened. Two major jet airliners were hijacked and crashed into the World Trade Center towers. Both crashed within 20 minutes of each other. The two towers fell, raining debris into the city streets. Nearly 3,000 people died in New York alone, including hundreds of first responders who tried to rescue any possible survivors. The tragedy continued as a plane crashed into the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. Another flight, famously known as Flight 93, crashed into a field in Pennsylvania. Both were also hijacked, including Flight 93, as the terrorists attempted to collide with the White House before some heroically derailed that attempt. These attacks sent shockwaves nationwide. The U.S. had not been attacked on its own soil since Pearl Harbor nearly 70 years before. After the attacks, I remember candlelight vigils, benefit events, and the red, white, and blue everywhere. People came together and leaned on each other as we processed these attacks. The man responsible for these attacks was Osama bin Laden, who was in charge of a terrorist organization called Al-Qaeda. After the attacks, the U.S. participated in a global war on terror and spent nearly 10 years searching for him. In fact, former Marine officer Captain Tom Fisher served in Afghanistan in 2010 while helping keep his base safe from enemy harm. He and more than 2 million military veterans have served in Afghanistan and/or Iraq. While we honored the lost lives in 2001 and later years, monuments were built one by one.
I'm standing at the First Responders Memorial here in Pittsburgh, where there's not only a steel beam dedicated here to the first responders involved on 9/11, but it's also pointing behind me toward Ground Zero in New York City.
I had the privilege of traveling to New York City and setting foot where the Twin Towers once stood. It was a surreal experience. We were instructed to tour the memorial quietly out of respect for those who died that day. A tower has been built called Freedom Tower near the site. Ironically, the building is 1,776 feet, just like the year of our declared independence. I also visited the memorial at the Pentagon in D.C., but out of respect for those lost in that attack, I did not take any pictures of it. There is also a memorial in Somerset County, Pennsylvania, for those who died on Flight 93. The monuments continue throughout North Carolina too, like the one in Apex and Jacksonville, a Marine community. Similar to Pittsburgh, steel beams from the Twin Towers were donated in honor of those innocent people. I wanted to add, while there are many monuments here across the United States, but several special ones have been built worldwide, including this one in Israel. These monuments are the result of hard work of people who wanted to ensure that they stood the test of time, that we will never forget.